I was born on September 5th, 1983. This past week, 34 years later, September 5th of 2017 passed. Just gonna talk about some things that we're just gonna go over how my day went this past birthday of mine. Okay, so I woke up, which gotta say, thankful for that. Did wake up, so there is that, looking on that old bright side of life. So I woke up and it was our kids' first day of school. Now, this was like the first full day, and I've covered on this what I feel about that, and I mean, long story short, it was heartbreaking because we had to take our boy, and he was so adorable looking, and we took him, and it was cute, but then he like held our hands really tight. He didn't want us to leave. He jumped on us and gripped and hugged us and stuff. But we had to go. So that sucked. And that just put the day right in the old motion, right? So I drove us over to the old DMV, right? Because my license is going to expire this year. I was going to go and have it done on the 4th, but the 4th turned out to be Labor Day. And so the DMV was, it was closed for the holiday. So that's cool. So I went on the 5th, no problem, right? I go in. I realized that the papers I took, because I had to change my address, so the papers I took weren't the proper papers that would enable me to do that. So that sucked, right? But my wife helped me figure out that I could use an online bank statement to do what I had to do. So I did that, right? Found the right paper, got myself a little ticket thing, started waiting. Then continued to wait. And continued to wait. As they were just calling number after number that wasn't mine. And eventually my wife just decided, well, she's hungry and shit. So she gets up and she leaves and goes out to where I think is the Dollar Tree to, get some snackage or something. And I wait. And then I'm called. Huzzah. I get up. I go over there. And there's a lady sitting there, and she's, going over all of my stuff. I show her the bank statement thing, everything's all cool. Until she brings up that there's something lingering on my account that has to be dealt with, something about an arrest. And I'm like, no. No, I have not been arrested. I have not. And I just about laugh in her face. I'm like, I have not been arrested. So we both collectively wait while her manager, I guess, deals with somebody sitting next to us. Like they had, he was dealing with somebody, and he came over, he looked at my stuff, and he was like, yeah, we're not going to be able to do that because you didn't go to court dates when you were supposed to go to court dates, and your license is now suspended and you can't drive until you get this whole thing, put together, and you have to go to the Daily Center in order to have that happen. So now I can't drive. I take my stuff and, happy birthday to me, right? I take my stuff, I leave out, and I start walking over to the Dollar Tree. It's a little ways down. I get there and I look through all of the aisles. No wife. I'm like, okay, sure. I come out and I call her. She tells me that she's at a grocery store that's on the other end of the fucking mall thing that we're in, right? So I guess to walking because I got nothing but time and energy right now because I'm upset at the fact that I'm essentially grounded. I'm feeling like a grounded pilot right now. I can't drive. I can't do shit, right? So we're doing all this shit. I walk to the store, and I walk past the store on accident, and I walk back. I go in, and she's there. We, get some food snack on, that sort of shit. I tell her about all this. So now she, who does not wish to be this person, is now the driver for this house. She does not want to do this, but she has to do this. So now she takes us back to the house, and we're trying to think, like, what is the problem? What is this thing? What is this thing with the ticket? And I come up with all these theories, and no, the theories are just wrong, right? Like, knowing what I know now, because now it is not the 5th anymore as of this taping, it is the 8th, and I'm going to go over the rest of this day and the fallout of the day, because of course there's fallout. But all of the theories, like they just messed up whatchamahoosit stuff, right? I think I came up with the right one in some of my theory crafting, but it's not even really important. But it did happen last year, and it is something that was never resolved, and it should have been. And that's about as far as I'll go with that. But back to the day. We went home and we were babysitting at the time. And we were babysitting this kid. And I went to change him and he shit himself. And I noticed as I was changing him, he had little bits of shit still coming out, right? So, I mean, I wasn't going to put this shitty diaper back on him because that's just ludicrous. But if you work like my kid, right, gets the big shit out, and then if there's more, then a little bit of shit comes after, and then you change all that and you're done. You're good. Not this kid. That's not how this kid worked. Okay, I changed them. I thought things were good. I went for a little bit of time, and then the smell crept in. Like I'm certain I've covered this before, but my sense of smell is not the greatest. It's not the greatest at all. But this shit, it broke the barriers. It broke down the walls. It made it in. And I went to change them. And I can't recall the time when I've opened a shit diaper. If the first one was, a poop diaper, right? This one was a poop diaper, The Reckoning. This shit felt like revenge. And I didn't even know what the crime was that was being avenged at this point. It felt like I had done something wrong in changing the first diaper, and that somebody was coming for me in the form of this second diaper. It was it was the grossest fucking. All right. Let me just put it to you like this, okay? It was a boy. Thank God, because if this was a girl, I don't even know. We might have had to take her to the hospital. But it's a boy, and I'm telling, the boy's ball sack was covered in beige shit, and it looked like it had multiple coats of beige paint on it. Like it was covered. There was shit on the boy's dick, and it looked like cake frosting. Like it was just so thick, and it was so much, and it made it all the way up there, and it was just all the way down. Like there was no way to see that the boy even had a curve in his ass or anything, because it just looked like a fucking brick of beige grossness. All right, I don't even know. The diaper had to just, like, that was the most fucking. That diaper was a champ. That diaper was a champ. I don't know how it held all that shit. That I don't even. I wish I had taken a photo only so that I could just, like, that view, that what that was, it should be on school walls. It's like, yeah, you want to fuck while you're 13? Just point to the wall. Like that right over there could be in your future. What are you going to do with that? Because if I ask a teenager what the fuck they're going to do with that, they're not going to know. I'm just going to be like, you know what? Prevention? Ounce. Cure? Pound. But okay, so that also happened. Happy birthday to me. Then I got, a couple of things on my phone. I got told by Amazon after, weeks of maybes of getting hired. On my birthday was the day they decided to send the final email going, nah, we're good. And then on top of that, I learned that my boss wasn't going to be able to pay me for more time. And even when they can pay me, it's not going to be enough to hold up the whole house, which is the new goal that I have to do. And that I'm gonna have to go find something else while doing that in order for us to continue living here and for everything to be cool. So yeah. My wife also got me a Batman onesie, which is fantastic, but of course I tried to wear it on that day and I couldn't because it was too damn hot. And so I didn't really get to do that. They are warm. They're very warm, and that's awesome. So yeah, that was the day in and of itself. I mean, there were some good things. I got a cake with like a little bat symbol drawn on it. That was cool. My son did return home, and that was nice. He was very happy to see us. I pretty much spent the whole day with my wife. That was nice. We got to endure together, you know. So that was cool. That was cool. Like the day wasn't completely bad, but it was just like all of this stuff. It just kept racking up, and then I got a call later in the evening on the 5th saying that, you know, I had to get up at 5:30 in the morning to help my mom with something. So I ain't even get to do like the usual thing where I stay up and like in the night I get to, you know, like get work done, watch videos that I otherwise wouldn't be able to watch on like YouTube and stuff because I can't hear anything because my boy or my wife are fucking yelling, that sort of shit. And yep, didn't get to do that. so yeah, that was something. But anyway, as for the fallout, oh boy, the fallout. So we had to wait a couple of days to get paid, right? And we do that, and then we go over to the Daily Center, right? I go in there, place is fucking packed, and I'm hearing people on the phone. Like for some reason, when you go into the Daily Center, the place to deal with traffic things is right in the same room with the place where you deal with domestic abuse shit. I have no idea what those two have in common, but that's how it is. So I go in there, right, and I'm in a line, a long ass line, and I'm waiting, and I get to the guy, and he's all like, yeah, well, this is what happened and all that. And they said that you didn't have a what's it called? Oh yeah, I didn't have a license plate on the car. And I'm like, what the fuck? We've always had a license plate. Come to find out, it was because the sticker had not been renewed yet, and it should have been. That's all that was. So for some reason, if the police catch you without an updated sticker on your license plate, these fuckers act like you didn't even have a fucking plate on your car. Like, really? How the fuck? Like that? Really? That's very fucking, like, that's stretching it. That's stretching it a lot. That's a little fucking ridiculous. But anyway, I go to wait in the line to pay for the shit so I can get it, you know, dealt with. And I hear this woman just laying into the window, because you know that they love to be saying this shit to the person directly, but of course you can't do that because this is a public place in a building like this, in a setting like this, with a topic like this. So of course there's just glass with a hole in it, and there's just this woman just standing there just going fucking in on this glass. Like, I need to talk to somebody up in this mother who can listen to what the fuck I got to say, because this motherfucker over here ain't been paying his child support, and I ain't dealing with this bullshit by myself. Like, she just went so fucking far, and it was amazing. Like, I love when shit like that happens while I'm waiting for something, because it just it's like lube for the waiting. It just makes it so much easier and just slicker. You just go, you just chill right there. You just listen to this amazing tirade going on. And so that happened, and then I got called up, and then I paid for the shit. And then my wife rolled me on over to another DMV. And the wait wasn't that long that day because we had got there later in the day. Right. So I go there and then I wait. And then I go up and this woman is, she's at the counter and she says, right. But you got a thing on your, and I'm all in the confidence. I'm like, yep, I know. I'm well aware that there is a thing right there on the thing. Don't even worry about that. We went and just paid it just now. It's all good. And she's like, oh yeah, well, see, it takes 5 or 6 business days in order for those to go through. And I just look at her. And I'm just sitting there like there are a lot of thoughts going through my brain. And this unfortunate woman had nothing to do with any of those thoughts. I think back to the dude who told me I had to go deal with this, who didn't tell me the changes took this long. I think to the dude, like I think to the people at the Daily Center who didn't tell my ass that these things took this type of time to change. Didn't tell me shit. Didn't put it on the receipt. Well, maybe it is on the receipt. I ain't exactly read it. But they didn't tell me none of this shit that it was going to take this long for it to go through. They didn't say nothing. Nothing. So I'm sitting here staring at this woman. Okay, sometimes it's hard for me to understand like how I'm looking. But at this point, I had to be looking like something needs to die immediately. Because I have had a pretty fucked up week. And it started with my fucking birthday being all kinds of shit. And it's just so yeah, that was my week. Yeah, I don't really I don't know how this is gonna go because as I've said, it's the 8th. It's Friday, and my wife has made the decision to make it so that there's a really good chance there are going to be 4 extra children in this house. And by the time you hear this, most of the horror will be over because it'll be on Sunday. But 4, not including ours, 4 other people's children and our one child. And I do not understand what I have done to be punished in this fashion. And I just, what the really big thing is just that like now everything is set up to where it's like I can't even really leave because I'm grounded. And anywhere, like if I try and take the bus anywhere, it's gonna cost money. And I'm trying not to spend money. And it's just I don't know why. I don't know why the fuck all of these things are happening the way that they're happening. It just feels like just this consistent barrage of shit that's just landing and landing and landing on me. And I don't understand why that is. Why does everything need to be made worse? Like, you give me this problem, I'm like, okay, I'll try to deal with the problem. And then when I try to deal with the problem, I get shit. It's just like shitty return after shitty return. And I don't fucking understand. So, right. I'm just, I'm just trying to prepare myself. I'm trying to understand what I'm going to do. And like let me really make this clear. Okay? My problems are, in comparison, nothing to the problems that a lot of people are having. There are hurricanes that are just wiping out whole cities and fucking states. There's a fucking fire in the Northwest somewhere where people are being advised to leave their pets in and let the wildlife who just lost their fucking homes run through their yards and shit because they don't have anywhere to go and they don't fucking understand what's going on because their fucking house just burned the fuck down. So understand, in no way am I saying that I have the worst fucking problems. I'm not saying that. I'm not thinking that. That, like, all of that shit I just mentioned, that's just in the States. In other countries and other, areas around the globe, things are way fucking worse than even that. And I get that. But damn, it just feels like the bad luck juju's got a hard on for your old boy Jim over here. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But I'm in a good place mentally. I can laugh at it. I ain't been sitting up here crying or anything like that. Honestly, I think it got to the point where it just broke me. Things pushed on me so bad that I just broke, and now I just laugh at it. Like, I laugh at how preposterous it is. Like, of course it takes fucking 5 to 6 business days. Of course it does. Of course why wouldn't it? Right? Why wouldn't I paid the shit today? Nobody said anything about this. You're in the dead of the city. So of course it's hard to get here without fucking dealing with assholes on the road and shit. So of course, you're basically sitting in the castle with the deep, dank, dark woods surrounding you. So we got to fight through creatures to get to you and shit. And then we do that, and it's just like, oh yeah, go ahead, pay that shit. And right, because like I never knew. I'm not even gonna go into it, but just the ridiculousness of having a day like that. It's just nonsense. And then you go home and you just gotta go to war with diapers. Like, it's just, of course, and never been this bad before. Ain't been this bad since. Just on my birthday has a diaper been this fucking horrible. Not before or since. Feeding them the same shit. Like, just same food, everything. Like, I laugh at it now. I fucking laugh at it. I don't even, I can't even imagine what else I would do. I can't imagine being saddened by this shit because it's just so ridiculous at this point. What else fucking happened? Some other shit happened and I didn't jot it down. Oh yeah, that's right. I got fucking sick. I was laying in bed, fucked up, like all last night. And I was just in the bed like, right, of course. I think that something I ate had milk in it. I have no idea what part of the food I did. I don't even fucking know. I don't even know. And it's been rough. It's been rough. But it's all right. It's all right. You know, there's no need to worry about it. There's no need to flip out. It's all right. It's all right. That's really the message that I have for all of you. It's like, no matter how bad your day is, no matter how shit, it's all right. Because you're going to wake up and you're going to have a tomorrow and you're probably going to get shit on then. Or you won't, you know, it's possible that you won't. Oh, but I just, you know, this weekend coming, I don't think it's going to be nice. I don't think it's going to be nice at all. But, whatever. Life on life's terms, right? Good grief. Oh, goodness. All right, well, that's all I got. That's all I got for this week. I just wanted to go over my shitty birthday. Well, I guess on average, shitty birthday. You know, like there was good stuff, but the overwhelming majority was like, yeah, fuck you, son. So, anyway, thank you very much for listening. And I'll see you next time. Have yourself a good day.